Welcome to the Custodian 7 Steps Real Estate app, a new release soon to be available in both the iTunes and Google Play stores. Upon logging into the app, you're able to see a dashboard which displays all the key metrics of your real estate investment portfolio. You're able to see how your land is, your overall wealth, your returns, how you're tracking against your own goals. You can see news and alerts related to the property industry or your portfolio. You're able to see the latest research information, click through to contact us, and you can refer people to the 7 Steps platform as well. So let's start with the menu and have a look at the land component as we just looked at the dashboard. So on the menu, we're going to click on land. That's going to take us through to our land view. Here, you're able to see your properties. In this case, we have 3 owned properties worth just over $1.7 million. And we're able to see the land bank, the average square metre size, and the average value per square metre. We're able to see how those properties are tracking themselves individually on a graph. And we're also able to see our site coverage and goals. Let's take a look at returns. On the return screen, we're able to see our internal rate of return, and we're able to scroll through on each individual property to see how they've performed since purchase. We're also able to see our ROI. Clicking on the menu again, we go into the goals screen, and this is where you're able to set one of 4 goals. You're able to set your net worth, your real estate asset goal and value, your rental income goal, and your land bank. Your land bank is how much square metres of land you actually own across all your portfolio. So let's set a new target value. We're going to update the target date. We'll set it forward to say 2025, and then we'll click save. This will now set the goal and enable you to see how you're tracking against that targeted goal. And as you can see, we're at 46% with a current status of 2.3k. If you need help setting your goals, click on the button and you can get in touch with us. Let's take a look at our wealth situation, and wealth is made up by our assets and our liabilities, and in this section you're also able to set rent. So looking at the wealth screen, you're able to see your net worth, how it's performed over time, whether it's moved up or down, how many assets and liabilities you have, your equity, your LVR, and also how you're progressing against goals related to the wealth section of the app. Next up, we've got income. How is the income performing for each of your investment properties? We can scroll on an individual basis, we can see how many income producing assets we have, our rent per week across our portfolio, but how do we know if that's the right value? So clicking on the rent review button, we're able to select which of our properties we'd like the custodian team to review just to make sure we're getting the latest market rent and submit it. You can do this for your loans as well. This makes sure you're on a very competitive interest rate or very competitive rent. Next, let's look at land research. You're going to be wanting to look around to see what else is happening in the market, and we will provide promoted suburbs from time to time where we think it might be worth having a look. Now, these are just demo suburbs at the moment just to show you how the app actually functions, but let's say you wanted to do your own research. We're going to type in Berwick, which is a suburb in Victoria, and after typing the suburb, it's going to come up and show us Berwick, and clicking through, and this again is demo data, we're able to see the median land price, the median land price per square metre, and the average land size for blocks in that area. This is a very unique data that's not available anywhere else, and it's going to show you exactly what's going on in the marketplace, and if you like, you can share that across social media or email. Again, as we promote suburbs from time to time, you'll see those on the land research screen. Back in the menu, and we're going to have a look at the news feed. Here we're going to include the latest news alerts, so you'll see those come up, you'll see blogs, you can see the latest events in your local area, and alerts from Custodian that might come out from time to time, and these will be available in your dashboard as well. Finally, do you want to get in touch with us? You can click on the Contact Us button, send through a message, you can see our contact details and office details as well, but by entering this form and sending it, it'll come straight through to the Custodian team. Finally, back to the dashboard, and let's have a look what we've got here. So on the dashboard, we're able to see our overall portfolio, but how do we add new properties to our portfolio? So you can see we've got 3, and we're going to add a new asset. The first step is adding a nickname for the property, and I'm just going to put the basic address as a nickname, but you can call it whatever you like. And then in the address field, we're going to type in the actual street address for our property. This uses a lookup function, and this will actually go off and find data on your individual property. And you can see here we've got 9 Thermal Court in Berwick, and we're going to say, right, this is our investment property. And what you can see is the data's already pulled back a photo and the basic attributes of the property. We're able to say it's an existing property as opposed to a house and land or a new build. We're able to put in the dwelling footprint. It's already pulled when we purchased the property and the purchase price, and of course we can make adjustments if any of this data isn't correct. It comes straight from the Valuer General's office. We're able to put in a valuation. There is an estimate included, but you can update it. If you have a more current valuation, you're able to enter that valuation there. What loan amount you have against the property to help calculate your net worth, what weekly rent you're receiving against the property to help identify income, what your current interest rate is, when your next repayment's due. We can help you with reminders on those, your loan term, how long is your loan term, and finally your payment frequency. And all this information helps us when you ask for a loan review. We're able to help you to make sure you've got the best possible deal against that property. So that's adding a new property. I'm going to click Save Property now, and you can see there we've got the 4th property added. And if I click on it, we're able to now see some core metrics against that property, what the IRR is, what sort of growth it's had over time. And if we want to as well, we can ask for a loan check, a rent check, or a property report. And the custodian team will be more than happy to send you a property report, let you know how your property is performing, recent sales in the local area, etc. So click on that and take advantage of that in the app as well. So that's it, that's the Custodian app. You can see here on the dashboard our wealth and our net worth has now been updated. So we now have 4 assets, 4 liabilities, we can see our equity, we see our LVR and how we're tracking against our goals. And the idea of the app is that you can keep all your property information in one location and have a real good understanding on exactly how your portfolio is performing overall.